It gives me great honour to read passages from this book, The Harris's Hawk Revolution by Jennifer and Tom Coulson. Now, I know very little about falconry, but I hope that after reading this book I will learn a bit more. We live and breathe Harris hawks. Few falconers have the opportunity to immerse themselves so deeply in the sport, and few raptor breeders hunt with so many of the offsprings that they themselves have produced. We also bring a scientific perspective to the sport. Studying wild raptors has taught us the importance of using large sample sizes before making references and drawing conclusions. It has also sharpened our powers of observation. Now, this work, dedicated entirely to the Harris's hawk, has been 2 decades in the making. Now, our journey as its author has included tremendous hardship, the likes of which no one should have to experience. Our lives changed irrevocably on August the 29th, 2005, when Hurricane Katrina struck the Gulf Coast. We lost the first draft of this book, along with our hawks, home, trucks, boats, and very nearly our lives. Nietzsche said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." This holds some truth for our falconry raptor, with the breeding and the work. An overreaching goal of this book is to push Harris hawks forward. Herein we do our best to show others the path to more successful and enjoyable falconry, hunting with Harris hawks in their fittest condition possible. Falconers who have never even seen great falconry have no idea what they could be achieving. This book is so interesting, I really suggest you get it. I'll read this chapter. It's about pre-hunt planning. It's very interesting. Strategic planning for a hare hunt begins before we load up the hawks. We consider several factors when deciding which hunting spot we will hit that day. These include wind speed and direction, which fields are laid out right for the wind and which have been rested long enough. Still days are the time to hit small fields that aren't safe to hunt in the wind. Don't just pull over anywhere and get the hawks out. Plan first. If it is a windy, park on the upwind side of the field so that the first pass through the field will be with a fresh hawk. Check the wind direction before walking onto the field. Tossing up grass in the air is an easy way to gauge wind direction. What will be the best hunting strategy for the game and the spot is the T-perch warranted. Once you have formulated a plan, then take the hawk out. I'm going to read another passage at the moment in this book. It's called Reluctant on Hares. One of the questions we are asked most often is how to turn a reluctant hawk to hares. The good news is there are many things you can try, and at least one of them is bound to help. Several factors may result in a hawk that is jiffy on hares. In most cases, the hawk wasn't entered on jacks early enough for its first season, or it doesn't have regular opportunity to hunt jacks. The falconer probably doesn't live near jacks and has to travel to hunt them. Another common example is the passage hawk. that is either timid or wedded to a particular quarry or hunting style. Now on to another section, miscellaneous rabbit and hare hunting tips. Prior to releasing the hawks, we always drive around the hunting spot and pick up roadkills. This prevents the hawks from being hit by a car while feeding on the roadkill. Err to the side of caution by picking up, even far away, roadkills, because the hawk can see far when flying high or perched on top of a tree. Plus, you never know where a hawk will end up in a chase. I'm reading another section now called Using Males to Hunt Hares. Females are by far our preferred sex for hunting hares. The male's smaller size makes larger quarry more difficult to bring under control and thus dangerous. Harris hawks have been killed by jacks. We believe that males are at greater risk of being injured or killed, and that we received more reports of female deaths because most falconers use females to hunt jacks. We are hunting alongside Dayliner when his small tear cell just enough broke the wings of a jack. One way to lower the risk is to hunt the male alongside one or more females. This way, the male has reinforcements if it gets to the jack first. There is so much in this book. This section is called Is Captive Breeding for You? If you are a newcomer to the captive breeding of raptors, then do a little soul searching and decide whether you are cut out for this. Do you have the commitment needed and the ability to plan ahead? A big key success to breeding raptors involves controlling as many variables as possible. Are you capable of paying meticulous attention to detail? Are you the type of person who will set your alarm to wake you up in the middle of the night to care for a sick hatchling? Can you bring nestling to work? Will a knowledgeable person be home often enough to monitor things? Will your family tolerate a large chambers, smells and screaming baby hawks? Will raising rats or quail for food create tension? Can you cope with things go horribly wrong? Dead baby hawks can be painfully depressing. Do not enter into breeding hawks as a reliable source of income. Hawks are quite expensive to breed, particularly if you plan to maximise production. When things go wrong, breeding can be a total financial loss. Right, look, I'm going to close the book now. There's so much in there, it would take me a long time to read it to you, but it's very interesting. And I hopefully will be able to pick it up and read it whenever I like. So I suggest, for your sake, you think about this, The Harris Hawk Revolution by Jennifer and Tom Coulson. Very, very good. Should I go and get a Harris Hawk at 91? No, I don't think so. If you like Harris Hawks, subscribe to this channel and watch my son hunt 7 days a week. If you've noticed a few changes in my appearance, it's because this video has taken 3 or 4 days to do.